Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be doing something a little different, but something I hope you guys enjoy enough that I can continue to do through the future. We're going to be looking at a deck list for Elestrals. Specifically, a Lochagon heal stall list. Lochagon is a 2-cost water spirit Elestral that says this Lochagon gets +1 for each water in your underworld. That comes up, but that's not why we're interested in this card. The second line says, when you return one or more water spirit from your underworld to your spirit deck, you can target and destroy a card. That's what we're building here. We'll start off with the out of engine tech Elestrals, and then we'll move on to the normal Elestrals. Everyone should have known, we're playing 2 Astro Rabbit. Just getting the search and thin your deck and fix your hand. That's good in every game, so why wouldn't it be good here? And then the 1 Plucky. We're playing it just to help pull the Poseidon in case we can't find it. Besides that, everything else is all water Elestrals. I'm going to keep the Lochagon out so as it comes up I can explain why certain Elestrals are being played. So we've got the 2 Ampharos. You just get the Nexus off this. You get the draw because of it as well. That's strong. This also plays into some of our other cards. We have 2 Foamy. Foamy's just a battle looper. When Foamy dies, you get to summon another 1-cost water spirit Elestral from your deck in defense position. So if they're only swinging with 1 creature, you Foamy into something else to keep something on board. If they're swinging with 2 creatures, you can Foamy into a 3rd creature. And this is why there is the argument to tech up the 3 Foamies, so that if you're in a really bad position, you can Foamy, 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 finally a 4th body to keep everything on board. But hopefully most of the times you're not there, and every time I found myself using all 3 Foamies in a single turn, I lost the game anyways. We're on 2 Sluggle, as we are playing Water Heal Stall. When you normal cast Sluggle, you return up the 3 water spirits from your underworld to the spirit deck. Super strong, plus that triggers Lochagon on the 1-time heal to target and pop something. Since we are playing a lot of little guys till we get to Lochagon, we are playing 2 copies of Galaxy. When Galaxy is enchanted with a water enchantment, all water enchanted Elestrals swap their attack and defense stats, so it just makes some of the things stronger for being in attack mode instead of just stalling in defense. We're playing 2 Snark. Snark helps search out some of the powerful runes we're playing in this deck, plus it helps hand fix and thin the deck down more. So again, why wouldn't you want to do that? And then probably the strongest and most important 1-cost Elestral in this list is Dratuga. We're on 2 of it. Dratuga says when this Dratuga receives 1 or more water spirits, you're going to turn up to 2 from your underworld to your spirit deck. The way this is worded, each return counts as 1 and then the other. So if you have Lochagon on board and Dratuga effect triggers at all, you return 1, pop 1. Return the second one, pop another. You can see where this gets really powerful. That's why Amph is also played, because if you have Dratuga, Lochagon, and Amph set up, you summon the Amph and then Nexus, you Nexus under Dratuga, you get to do it 2 times, draw 2 cards, and pop 4 things. That's nuts. Moving on from the Elestrals into the runes. If you guessed it, we're playing a lot of runes and not a lot of Elestrals because this is a stall list and we just need to make it into Lochagon and then we can start controlling the game from there. So we're on 2 Poseidon. It's just really strong. It allows you to Nexus whenever you want. So once you play Poseidon, Dratuga, and Lochagon, you can Nexus, pop, Nexus, pop, Nexus, pop. Just a really strong combo, control the board. I've cleared tons of boards doing that. We're on 2 Atlantis because playing our stadium and seeing our stadium isn't as important as it is in some other deck list, but it's still good here. It's still strong. It can still allow you to do things. Plus, it's still good to just deny your opponent their stadium. We're on the 1 Rise from the Depths because of playing Atlantis. When it comes up, it just helps. You can get a Sluggle, you can get a Dratuga. If Lochagon's already set up and you're trying to find a way to pop the board, but you can't, use this to go into a Sluggle, use this to go into a Dratuga. It allows for a lot of things. Even a Foamy if you're just trying to loop through another battle phase and try to set up again. But that's it for all the 1-cost water runes. We're playing 3 Ambrosia. It's just good to heal. Same thing, the way it's worded, return up to 3 spirits. Return a water, Lochagon effect, return a water, Lochagon effect, return a water, Lochagon effect. Just really, really strong. 2 Nectar of the Gods, because drawing is good. We just want to draw in every game. 2 Gorgon's Gaze, 2 Shield, and 2 PTA. We're a control deck at the end of the day on top of being a stall deck, so we just want to try to stop our opponent from doing much, control the board state, and be oppressive all game. Moving on from the standard package of runes, this is where you can get a little more choosy on how you want to play and what numbers you want to play. But so far I have found 2 Rock and a Hard Place is really good. This is one of the 4 copies of cards that Snark can search out from the deck. It chooses your opponent to choose between an Elestral and a rune on board, and they must destroy one. So this can act as a pseudo back row destruction or a pseudo Elestral removal. So it just comes up a lot. It's really strong. We have Tsunami High Tide. Same thing, can be searched by Snark. It's basically a better Tsunami in my opinion. You only get to change the position of 2 Elestrals, but it doesn't matter about what they're enchanted with, and it doesn't say you only can change them to defense position. On top of, you may enchant 1 water or lunar spirit from your underworld to your field. So if you have the Lochagon Dratuga set up, you Tsunami, change things sideways, put under Dratuga, heal 2 and pop 2. We're then on the 2 copies of Blizzard, just helps get rid of the back row. Some of our biggest problem we usually run into is dealing with back row and a big Elestral at the same time. I find that most of the times you can get rid of back row with Lochagon pop, but you can't really get rid of big Elestrals and back row at the same time, so I had to find ways to get rid of back row. And then the last card is just 1 copy of Rise from the Ashes. You're hoping to never really play this. You're hoping to only ever play this on your Lochagon. If Lochagon gets blown up, you Rise from the Ashes, bring it right back, and just try to keep the game moving. But unfortunately, a lot of the time, the second Lochagon gets dealt with. If you don't have the 1 of Rise, because it's limited to 1, it's hard to get yourself back into the game without just playing Little Guy Stall. And then moving on from this, the only last thing to cover is our Spirit deck, which is pretty self-explanatory. We're on 1 Luminape for the 1 Plucky. We're either going to draw one of the 2 Poseidons before the Plucky, or we're going to draw the Plucky and cast the Plucky. The only reason I like being on Plucky instead of 3 Poseidons is because you can misenchant into a Lochagon over Plucky, and then immediately Nexus with the Poseidon to make Lochagon be correctly enchanted and a 3 swinging for attack. We then have 2 Zaptor, 1 for each Aster Rabbit, or 2 to go underneath 1 Aster Rabbit. Some people only play the 1 Zaptor and 2 Aster Rabbits, but I like being able to do it twice, if not set up both Aster Rabbits early. We're on 2 Frost Spirits. Most of the time that I found when we did Blizzard something, I only had to do it once, and I never really needed to Blizzard a second card during the game. But there's been times that it's come up, and we do play enough just built-in engine water healing that sometimes Ambrosiaing for 2 of your Frost Spirits back doesn't hurt that bad, because you're getting rid of something that's stopping you from winning the game anyways. Then we have 4 Outloon, just because I like having all 4 spirits available for the 2 High Tides and the 2 Rock and a Hard Place. I don't ever want to be wondering if I can cast the cards. I just always want it available. They're super strong, so I don't want to be worried if I've spent these runes or not. I just want to have them. And then all that leaves is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Leviathan. We're a water heal stall deck. The more water we can play, the better. The only difference for this list that I've toyed around with in my head is finding a way to put 1 Earthquake and 2 of the new Ambrosia, 2 of the new Ambrosias into the list. But I just like the way this deck functions so much right now that I'm scared to try any more testing. because like most control lists in most games, you find yourself teching things so hard and thinning the main package down so often that it always just becomes, what more could I do, to the point that you're not playing a list anymore and you're just playing as much stuffed interaction. So I wanted to still keep this as an Elestrals list, as a Lochagon package. So this is where the deck list is at. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of it, definitely let me know down in the comments, because I would love to cover more deck lists from all the games that I play. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week, or a great month. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them down below. And until next time, keep doing good.